After all the cat and mouse this winter between Cody Bellinger, Scott Boras, Brian Cashman, Hal Steinbrenner, the New York Yankees, is he coming? Is he going? Is he leaving? Is he resigning? All of the speculation can finally be put to rest. It is official this afternoon. Cody Bellinger has re-signed with the Pinstripes. He is back in the Bronx on a 5-year deal with the New York Yankees. Cody Bellinger's deal with the Yankees is for 5 years and $162.5 million. Sources tell ESPN. There are opt-outs after the second and third season, a $20 million signing bonus, and a full no-trade clause. The no-trade clause is big, and I would assume, now looking at this deal, that could have been a big holdup on this deal. Am I willing to put a no-trade clause on a Cody Bellinger contract? We see how that's playing out with the Stanton contract. His performance has gone like this. His impact has gone like this. And we're stuck with him in our lineup. We feel like we are actually forced to use him as our DH spot while Spencer Jones and Dominguez just rot away. We're going to get to those two very soon. A guy that we'd be lucky if he gives us 90 games at the DH. Scared that he's going to pull a hamstring running to first base. So this no trade clause is probably something that Scott Boras and Cody Bellinger fully push for. And it also gives them the ability, if the Yankees don't build the championship team, if they don't build a championship contender around Aaron Judge, which it doesn't look like that they are doing, Cody Bellinger can not only ask out, but choose what team he is going to be going to. Very interesting. The Bellinger deal is structured where he will earn $85 million the first 2 years of his contract before the first opt-out, $20 million signing bonus, $32.5 million in 26, $32.5 million in 2027. Since May 1st last season, about 120 games, these are the leaders in WAR among outfielders. Aaron Judge at 7.3, Juan Soto at 5.4, Julio Rodriguez at 5.1, and Cody Bellinger at 4.7. Cody Bellinger was a legit top 15 player in the sport for 75% of the season. Top 15, I definitely would not go that far. What Cody Bellinger needs to do is perform in the postseason. I think it's as simple as that. The Cody Bellinger that we saw in the regular season was night and day from the Cody Bellinger, the lackluster Cody Bellinger that we saw in the postseason. He looked like a shell of himself. Not necessarily defensively, but in the batter's box, you wouldn't know who that guy is. Throughout the season, you're looking at Cody Bellinger saying, this is a guy I think I can rely on to hit runners in. This is a guy that I can rely on that has pedigree to him that won't get tight in the moment. That will give us a clutch double, a clutch single just to get a runner home. We didn't see that from him in the playoffs. Here we go. A look at the Yankees lineup with Cody Bellinger's reported return. Trent Grisham at center, Aaron Judge at right, Cody at left, Ben Rice first base, Stanton DH, Jazz at second, McMahon at third, Caballero at short, Austin Wells at... This looks a lot like the lineup that got mollywopped by the Toronto Blue Jays. This looks a lot like the lineup that wasn't competitive against the... Let me go with some positives first. Caballero, in my opinion, he's an upgrade over Volpe. Is he as good as a glove as Volpe? Probably not. Was Volpe's glove impressive last season? Definitely not. Wash. Better in the batter's box than Anthony Volpe, and a threat on the bases than Anthony Volpe. I would say that's an upgrade. That's just me. I would consider that an upgrade. But of course, Volpe's going to come back. Cashman and Hal are going to push Aaron Boone to put Volpe on instead, and then Caballero is going to go back onto the bench. Ryan McMahon at third. Ryan McMahon for a full season over Peraza. Folks, between McMahon and Caballero over Peraza and Volpe, we're probably looking at 7 to 9 wins just because we're not going to be making as many errors in the field as we did last year. Ryan McMahon came in at third base, and here he locked that infield down. He really helped mask a lot of the defensive inefficiencies throughout last season. So there's your upgrade right there. Trent Grisham had an outlier last season. Is he going to repeat that? Probably not. He's still going to be a high strikeout guy. Aaron Judge, you know what Aaron Judge is going to do. Cody Bellinger, I have faith Cody Bellinger can perform. Hopefully he performs in the playoffs. Ben Rice, of all the players, Ben Rice needs to take that next step. He needs to take that next step and be top 10 first base in the league. He needs to be that guy. The guy that we saw at the end of last season, batting high 200s, low 300s. He had that stretch, what was it, over 15 games where he's batting like 315. We're going to need that Ben Rice to show up. Stanton. Are we going to get 70 games out of Stanton? 100 games out of Stanton? Jazz Chisholm, head in the clouds. That's just, I don't like him. I've seen some comments. They like Jazz Chisholm. I don't like him. Not a winning player. Anytime a player's on second base with the ball in his hands as Vlad Guerrero's rounding third in a playoff game to score home and your head's too stuck in the clouds to pay attention, I don't need you on my team. And Austin Wells has been an absolute disaster. 2 seasons ago, he wasn't that good, but the potential. Last season, flat out awful. The only thing good about Austin Wells is the mustache. You're rocking it, my brother. But other than that, they got it. They got it. Oswaldo Cabrera, I am high on Oswaldo Cabrera, so he's going to be on the bench. Ahmad Rosario, I like Ahmad Rosario. They're going to be on the bench. Dominguez and Jones, they might also be on the bench. So the bench isn't actually too bad. It's this lineup right here that no bueno.
Ron, what was your initial reaction when you heard this deal go down?
Well, I was just about time. The Yankees really needed Cody. Last year, he was their second best player, of course, after Aaron Judge. He improved in so many categories, especially against left-handed pitching. This is a thing that works for both sides because he thrived at Yankee Stadium. And you can see his K percentage among hitters with 20-plus home runs. That's a real place of improvement for Cody that struggled with that in his last couple seasons with the Dodgers. But you can see the splits, what I was talking about, how he really thrives at Yankee Stadium. So if you're the player and you're out there looking for a free agent contract, you are exploring all the other teams, but you know that the best place for you to play right now is with the Yankees.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think the Yankees were actually competing against anybody other than Scott Boras and Cody Bellinger's brass nuts. That's it. Cody and Scott Boras show that they have balls of steel, and they said, I'm not budging. You're going to give us a better deal than this 150. I'm not budging. You're going to give us a better deal than 155. I'm not budging. You're going to give us a better deal than 160 and some change. I want a no trade clause. I'm not budging. Indeed. Now, what they asked on MLB Network, what does this mean for Jason Dominguez and Spencer Jones? Let's see.
What does this do for Jason Dominguez? What does this do for Spencer Jones? What does this do for some of those Yankee hype prospects that we've been hearing about for so long? Yeah, I guess we can ask Derek when he comes on.
Trade one of them for Freddie Peralta.
Okay, which one?
Oof.
Which one goes?
Yeah.
Which one goes or which one would we trade?
Either or. You choose. You tell me which one should go, which one is going to go.
If I'm the Brewers, I take Spencer Jones. I think you've seen what Jason Dominguez can do, has done, whatever. And can you afford to have him hit right-handed? Or does he become a platoon? Obviously, you don't know what Spencer Jones is going to do, but you're going to say, I get it. He strikes out a third of the time in the minor leagues. We're putting him in the big leagues. He's going to steal 20-plus bases for us. He's going to play the outfield really well. I mean, he's a center fielder. I'm not saying he's going to play center field there, but then you're going to have Churio, him in the outfield. And to me, it's got to be Spencer Jones and somebody. Spencer Jones and another piece. And I don't think the Brewers will come off somebody that's not a big league pitcher. Like it has to be a big league pitcher because they're getting rid of Freddie. It would be Spencer and a big league pitcher who's ready.
Spencer Jones and Will Warren is who they mentioned a little bit later in the show. Spencer Jones and Will Warren for Freddie Peralta. Is that a trade that you guys would make? Let me know in the comment section below. How are you feeling about the Cody Bellinger move? I appreciate all the support. Subscribe to the channel. See you later as always. Take it easy.